Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Helluva Boss Season 2, Episode 7, titled MAMMON'S Magnificent Musical Mid-Season Special, featuring Fizzaroli. In this very special episode of Helluva Boss, Mammon has a yearly clown pageant, and things sure do happen. Okay, so this, as it's said, is the mid-season finale. Then it went on break for I don't actually know how long. This one was released October 30th, 2023, and the Hell's Bells was April 27th, 2024. So half a year about. Okay, so yeah, it was half a year before the short, and then it was um another little over a month between that and the full moon. So yeah, this was the last episode people had for a while. Now, speaking of last episodes people have had for a while, you may have noticed that I've missed the last two uploads. And that is because, as I've said in the past, they're currently looking to sell the house I'm living in. So they're running through open houses and everything to try and get prospective buyers in. And that really messes with my recording because I'm only up for a certain amount of daylight hours, and I don't like recording when other people are asleep. And between the open houses and the actual auction, I didn't have time to pre-record for the week-long holiday I went on last week. So, yeah, I just didn't have time for things outside of my control to mess with my scheduling. But as a sort of recompense for doing that, you will be getting 3 episodes this week. You'll be getting this one today, you'll get Hell's Bells tomorrow, and you'll get Full Moon on Sunday. Now, these are my times. I don't know if my 4 p.m. upload is still the same day all around. Like, it doesn't reach Hawaii, but I think it may reach LA at least. But anyway, yeah. You can also tell I'm out of it because, like I said, I haven't done this in over a week, so let's just get this one started in 3, 2, 1, go. You know, we really have spent a lot of time in the green ring this season. Why do I have a feeling that honk was a certain 4-letter word for see you next Tuesday? Why is Mammon Australian? Like, I've heard at least one song from this. I don't know if it's more. By the looks of Vizzy's page, is, but yeah, I've heard him say like one sentence. Fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was Australian. I've gotta, I've gotta search who versus. Who's that? He did say that he was gonna turn him into a sex doll. Why do they still have cancer down in hell? You know, you can really hear the asexuality coming through in the way he speaks about the sex function. In a bad way. Yeah, I don't know what Mammon's voice actor's done. Yeah. Really is. Again with the horses. I don't think you'll be able to utilize that first half. I like how there was the House of Asmodeus playing over. The thing is, I know people who talk like Mammon. He's not really playing up for the Aussiness. Yeah. So I'll admit, I've heard. I said I heard Fizzy's song in this. I thought that he had a contract with Mammon coming into this show, and what was it? Yeah, I thought he had a contract with Mammon. That the scenes where Ozzy and Stolas are going through the contract is trying to find a way, a loophole to get him out of the contract. Yeah, and then that happened this episode. He gets free, and then you have Fizz's song. So Is that Tom Cady? Caddy? Well, at least they've done some good. I mean, not by his fans. I can't not laugh at just how Aussie he is. Oh, I thought it was gonna be that guy. Uh, yeah, I reckon you'll be dealt with by the end of this episode. Yeah, really, what? Like, what are you getting out of this? Hmm. Why is this so important? Because you're obviously not. Mammon only does marketing. You've had the skill. That's a dangerous thing to ask the sin of lust. For a second there, I didn't think that was Fizz. This is the song I've heard. My you, I have packaged and sold every. A fun fact: this is on my work playlist. And here I am standing on top of the world with some bitches to defeat. Okay, I want it all. So, how does this play into his performance? Say goodbye. I'll look you in the eye and say fuck. Interesting song. Wonder what fucking this is about. Wait, what? That's what made me think that Mammon was Australian, but the one sentence, because you could hear him eating, I wasn't entirely sure. Have you ever felt sick and tired of doing the same shit every day with your anger ruined, eating shit for a boss that you're really a band? Have you ever felt the same? Let me hear you say it. Did you really think I was gonna stay? Spending life bent over with your fist in my eye. Slandering me, say I'll never work in this town. Yeah, this is a real bop to sing while I'm in the cool room stuck in shelves. And the fact that he's loving it, even though he's been directly told it's about him. He's just too thick to. You've had sack of shit. Fuck you. One of his fist pots. Hell. I quit. G'day's hello, not goodbye. I thought he was spider-like. His chair was like a spider web, so... Well... What happens when you barter in to score? You know, I, I will say, with the design of Mammon right there, they really missed the chance of him also being voiced by Alex. Because that was a very Beetlejuice-esque form. uh, considering Blitz's feelings for Fizz in the past, that's a expected question for him to ask. And even if he didn't, that's a expected yeah, Michael Cusack as Mammon. Alex Brightman as Fizzaroli, knew that. Ozzy, Brendan Rogers, starring voices as Fame Matter as Glitz and Glam. Interesting. Alex, James, and Brendan all do the additional voices as well, and also Don Daryl Rivera, who voiced Creepzo, as it's listed in the credits. Did I already miss it, or I possibly missed it? Might have been on the first. I want to see who sung that song right at the start. I guess the easiest way would probably be going on to Viv's channel and getting the song. Yep, Tom Cardy. They got a fucking Sydneyer to do a song in the episode where they've got an Australian voice in Mammon. Yep. The way in which his songs go, I picked that up instantly because Tom's been in my work playlist more than a few times. Specifically, mixed messages and red flags. Also, ironically, the song "I Don't Work Here" they'll go in my work playlist, and the fact that he's gotten a thing in Helluva Boss. Fair enough. Or I really should put on the Aussie for this, so fair, mate. I don't really bring out the Aussie accent because I didn't grow up using the Aussie accent. I do still say g'day, but even that's more muted than some people expect. But I just, every time I heard Mammon speak, it was so thick. And I know people who talk like that. That exact inflection, tone, accent, even the swearing. Like, I've toned down my swearing a lot, but if you go back to the start of my channel, my Twitch streams and all that, yeah, you'd hear me swearing a lot more. And I noticed that there is still one word that they don't say in this show. And that could entirely be because of the fact that this is on YouTube. Speaking of that, I've only just now realized I used the wrong recording scene for this. I normally have it picture in picture, not the bar down the bottom to sync with. Oops. I know I did say it was a little rusty, but right. I'll have that fixed up for tomorrow's episode, but nothing I can do about that today. Because I don't add the video in post. I've got a Windows capture of my Firefox browser. I've got one on my picture-in-picture, which is the full screen. That's my Helluva boss in Ruby. And then everything else is just the sync bar down the bottom. But yeah, I can't exactly go in and add. Well, I mean, I can go in and add it, but then you'd still have the majority of the screen with the sync bar. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I couldn't stop laughing every time Mammon spoke. I'll admit that outside of the actual competition, this was actually a somewhat weak episode. Like, for Fizz's character, I mean, sure, it's understandable him having this image problem, considering where he started, what happened, how he's grown up to be who he is, where he is. But yeah, I just, like, it's understandable. I just, compared to some of the other episodes we've had, it's a little weak. Like, this season, we've had, Seeing Stars was enjoyable. X's and O's was real fun. Western Energy was real fun. Unhappy Campers was okay. Oops was great. And, oh yeah, the circus, circus was good. So, yeah, this is the, I would say, I wouldn't, possibly would say that this is the weakest purely because it's got the lowest lows, but it's also got some good highs, whereas Unhappy Campus is more middling throughout all. None of them are bad episodes, I will say. I will stick by, I know what is bad, and what I consider to be okay or mediocre is not bad. I'm not going to get into a rant again. I've done that too many times. But this was a okay episode. If it was just an episode revolving around the competition, without the self-image issue thing, without the creepso that I picked immediately, wouldn't make it out of this episode. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I reckon this could have been just a pure put on for fun episode. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here because I've got 5 more recordings to do this week if I want to get everything out according to my schedule. So yeah, I've got to sort of end this here. I'll catch you in the next one.